Compassion Game.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings from the Sailor Sea in the Pacific Northwest, also known as Salmon Nation.
We're here actually very close to the headquarters of the Compassion Games International on Whidbey Island.
Yeah. I'm John Raymer.
And I'm Sommer Albertson. And we just recently launched the World Peace and Global Unity campaign on June 21st.
Yeah. Which was a big day. It was summer solstice or winter solstice, depending upon where you are on Earth. We had Hereditary Chief Phil Lane and Kaya George come. We did a global Wopida ceremony. And this is the 50th anniversary of the Summer of Love.
That is also part of the World Peace and Global Unity campaign, the Summer of Love, that is a accumulation of a lot of different events, synchronized, organized locally, and synchronized globally.
So the World Peace and Global Unity campaign, a partnership with Unify, Compassion Games, United Nations, and many, many others, is happening at a moment when so many of us are hungry to figure out, okay, how do we stay positive? How do we make a difference right now? And one of the ways is to unify. One of the ways is to take our capacity now as a global community to be able to synchronize our activities at a global level and ground them in a local level, and being able to do service and take care of our neighbors and communities in ways we haven't before. There's going to be events happening. We're going to do the 24 hours of compassion as a featured way to play. There is going to be a World Peace moment that we're planning, as well as then on the World Peace weekend, we're going to attempt to break the record for the largest global synchronized meditation on Sunday, September 24th.
Game on.
Yeah.
So he's speaking of September 9th through September 24th is actually through the Compassion Games. There's 5 different co-opetitions that happen throughout the year, and this one in particular is name is the Global Unity Games, and the particular theme this year is around building bridges for peace, prosperity, and the planet playing together. So we talk about there's the cities, there's individuals, and there's teams that are participating. And Unify also has event organizers that are happening as well all over the world. So we're coming together in a way that we've never before, Unify and the Compassion Games. So there's this building bridges and more intimacy of unity than ever before, that we're so excited about. So that's really where it gets fun, in that sense of taking something like competition and doing it for good. For, you know, if you were challenged by another city somewhere in the world, that is inviting and engaging our communities to bring and bridge more intimacy and more power around compassion and service in a way that's like a race for the most bridges ever being built on the planet in 16 days. You know, that's the spirit of this, is that we're in this together, and the more participation that happens in my community and in your community is good for all of us. And that's where really the spirit of building bridges really comes to play. And the way that the gamified experience is captured on this compassion report map.
Right.
And that's really where it gets really fun and so powerful to see what compassion, how dynamic compassion really is in the global spectrum of seeing what people are sharing that they're doing in their local communities in over 60 countries all at once, people leaning in to the breadth of the Global Unity Games. And specifically, so there's this other featured way that is part of this whole experience that is a compassion relay. And so there is a compassion torch that is passed to different champions of compassion. And like the Olympics, there is that pre-games, right, where people are passing the torch to different communities and different people that are really doing the work out there in this world. So that is also part of this experience. The torch is being passed as we speak. And as the 16 days are upon us, we're going to be passing the torch and bridging connections of cities cities connections in Europe and parts of the Middle East during those 16 days.
That's right. So we'll be visiting and bringing the compassion torch, and in the process we'd like to discover those champions of compassion. Before, during, and then even after, of course. I mean, part of the Compassion Games thrives on making people known to each other and strengthening those ties and connections that really endure through challenging times. The more people play, the more people win. Let's play together so everybody wins.
This is a game for everybody. It's a global experience, and we want this to be the most valuable and meaningful year yet, and we need your help to do that. So
right, we've set we call it a big, hairy, audacious goal that by 2020 we want to have 100 million people served through the Compassion Games.
thank you so much, and we look forward to connecting with you soon.
Passion Games, a competition in giving, serving and forgiving.